This fabric is so slippery. It kind of goes like this, very, very slippery. I was having massive problems with tension on the machine. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, KGFL Creations. I have started on the new pattern from Love Notions, the Clearwater Swimwear. Clearwater Summer Essentials, that's what it's called. It's not called just a swimwear, but I'm going to do it as a swimwear. So like I told you on, I don't remember if it was my last video or another one before, I have purchased some fabric from Joann's. I purchased the fabric, I purchased the lining, and I had purchased a 1-inch elastic from Amazon, and that did arrive Friday. So I'm like, okay, I am ready to go. So Saturday morning, I started sewing. I was still in my dining room. As you guys can see, I'm back in my sewing room, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I cut everything. I put the pattern together. I cut all the pieces. I cut the piece for the briefs. Is that what it's called? The brief? The brief. That's what it's called. The brief, the shorts, and I also cut the bra because I did not want to do the tankini. So okay, I cut everything that had the two pieces. The only different thing that I did was for the shorts. There's a gusset. That one did not call for a lining, and I did cut a lining for that one. And I will show it to you when I show you the shorts. I have started sewing that on Saturday. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. That was something. That was something. This fabric is so slippery. It kind of goes like this, very, very slippery. My goodness, my goodness. It was tough to keep them straight. It was really, really tough. And not only was it tough to keep this fabric straight, I was having massive problems with tension on the machine. But let me show you the first thing that I did Saturday, which I was a little bit disappointed because I did not like how it fit me. I kind of stopped in the middle of, not in the middle, I was almost done with it, but I did not like it. This is the brief right here. I have it with the lining, as you can see, the little lining here. I did not put the waistband on because this right here, it's way too wide, and it fell in a place that it looked horrible on me. I really didn't like it. I did show it to my daughter, and she's like, no, that does not look good. I have to raise it. I kind of marked it. I took a pen, one of their heat erasable pens, and I kind of marked it right here. So it has to come up right here. Because where it landed, it didn't look like shorts, but it didn't look like briefs. It was kind of like somewhere in the middle, and it was kind of weird. It was weird. It did not look like one of the swimsuits that I have. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on this one here. I marked, well, if you cannot see it, it is right here where I marked, right there. So it's about, I would say, like 1.5 inches that I have to come up on the leg here. And another thing, the crotch. Look at the width of this crotch. This thing is so wide, so wide. And I did make the seam allowance. I did use the serger. I did cut out a couple, a small little piece out of, with the serger. But look at this, it's very, very wide. When I put it on, this thing was kind of bunching right like this, right in between my legs. This is extremely, extremely wide. I pulled a one-piece swimsuit that I have so I can show it to you guys. The difference, this is a piece that I have, and look at the difference in width on this crotch. Look at this. This thing here is really, really wide. So another thing that I have to bring it in, maybe another, like maybe 1 finger, maybe 1 inch, because this thing is really, really wide. I don't know who has, you know, a crotch this wide. I have no idea. But to me, this is not proportion to, you know, somebody's body. I don't know. So this was a fail for me, but I'm gonna try and rescue this. I'm gonna unpick or just cut the elastic out. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut the elastic out and reshape the legs and the crotch, take in a little bit because this thing here is really, really wide, and try to remake this. So this was piece number 1, which right now is this. After I did the brief, that was Saturday night. On Sunday morning, I started again, but then I started on the shorts, which turned out much, much better. I did everything that they told. I even put the little pockets. At first, I was not going to do the pockets, and then my daughter's like, oh, come on, just do as they're telling you, put the pockets. And I'm like, what am I gonna put in the pockets? I'm gonna go into the pool with this. I cannot put anything that's gonna get wet. But then at the end, I decided to put the pockets in. But at this point, I was having massive problems with skip stitching. This one here, no, this one shows a little bit, but I don't think it doesn't show much of skip stitching. I think the other side does. Yeah, this side does have a skip stitch. I don't know if you can see it. Right here where I have my finger, right there. There's a skip stitch right there. And I was having a lot of problems with the bunching at the bottom from the bobbin. I'll insert pictures and a little video for you guys to see. It doesn't look that bad. I don't see any skip stitches. But when I turn, this is the back. And not only I had the problem with the sewing machine, I also had a problem with the serger. Now I'm going to insert a little video for you guys to see what I had to do to not have the fabric kind of go over to the other side instead of coming down, and it was just a mess. The first ones that I did, it was really, really messy. Okay, so this is the front of the shorts. This is the back, and there's a gusset here at the bottom. It did not call for a lining, but I decided to put a lining because I'm going to wear this in the pool, so I wanted to put a lining. So I kind of did a little bit different on the steps that they have. I decided to put the lining. I did sew the front and the back first, in the crotch in the back and the front, and then I put the lining so I could do the burrito method. In here you see that there's no seams showing right here. So I did a little burrito method so this can be enclosed right there. And then after that, then I attached the sides where the pocket is, this side here and this side here, right here. And while I was doing all of this, that's when I had all that bunching and all that stuff going on. I want to show you guys, this is all my little scraps where I was testing and sewing and trying to see the tension and the sizing of the stitch. I then, only at the end of the shorts, I figured out that the zigzag, I was making the zigzag a little bit smaller. But if I leave it in the auto, in that little computerized machine, I think it leaves at a number 5 in width, and I think a 3 in length, or something like that, or 4 in length. I don't remember the numbering. But if I don't change it, then I can do the zigzag. But if I try to make it smaller, narrower and smaller, I get all of that bunching in the bottom. So now I know that if I want to do the zigzag, I have to leave it as is when I put the zigzag. I think it's because this is such a slinky little fabric that that's why it's doing that. But the shorts came out really, really good. The only little problem I had was not matching a seam in the back. The seam here in the waist doesn't match the seam in the pants right here, in the bottom, in the back crotch right here. But that's pretty much it. And I have not done the hem yet, because I'm thinking now how I'm going to do this hem if this thing's going to bunch up. My daughter gave me a suggestion. She told me to do a band, put a band, same thing, same band, not as wide as this, not as wide as this, but maybe a little bit, like maybe halfway like this. Do a band on the in the bottom here, so I can just, that will be just serged around like this, and that's pretty much it. So I think I'm going to do that instead of folding it, because if I fold it and try to do it, I'm going to have to use a twin needle, and with this fabric it's going to be a nightmare. It is going to be a nightmare. So yeah, I think I'm going to do what she suggested, a little band on the in the leg, and that will be good. So this one is a big thumbs up for the little shorts. Big thumbs up. I really like it. It fit me well. Could be a little tighter. I cut the extra large. Maybe I could cut the large. Next one that I make, maybe I can do the large, or could be that this fabric is not as tight as it's supposed to be. So after I have finished the little shorts, I started in the bra. What is it called? The sports bra. Yes, the sports bra. It is not finished. I'm in the middle of doing the little burrito method on the arm, the arm side. You see here? It doesn't look like much, but it is looking much better. Now I know what the machine wants. You see, after, this is the third piece, only after the third piece that I now know what the machine wants. These machines, they have a mind of their own. I'm in the middle of it. I already did the other one. This is the second one. So as soon as I sew this, I'll put the elastic on and I will turn it, and then I'll kind of finish the sides, and then I can put the elastic here in the bottom, and this will be finished. But I was so excited about this. I wanted to show you guys and share that I have been working on my swimwear. It is on my Make 9, so I am going to check that one off my list. Check. Pretty soon this is going to be finished. Hopefully for Friday's video, I can show you the finished thing. I am not going to model this for you. I'm just going to show you the finished garment, and that's it. Something that I almost forgot to talk to you guys about. I am back in my sewing room. I am so happy. It is not finished yet. I still have boxes here in this corner. I'll put a picture for you guys to see. The walls are kind of still bare. In the back there, we did put some things up because we had to do it before we put the desk in, because it's a corner desk. And after we put the corner desk, we cannot get back there. And as you can see, I have a TV back there. So when I'm sitting and sewing, I can watch YouTube. Isn't that nice? Still have to fix the some things back there, put more art on the wall or something. But yeah, I am so happy. So happy to be in here. That's it. That's all I had for you guys today. So if you like this video, please hit that like button below. And if you can please subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I will see you on my next one. Bye.